Hey Gemini, welcome to your weekly forecast for November 18th through the 24th. We're going to check in here and see what's going on for you in the week ahead with this deck here. And then we're going to pull a spirit message for you with this deck here. So let's get right on into it, my lovely darlings. What's going on with Gemini? Gemini, what's going on, Gemini? Let's see what's happening in the week ahead for our Gemini friends. All right, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Let's get right on into it. So your first card for the week, this is actually really good, and I'll tell you why. So we just had this really significant full moon in Taurus, and this full moon in Taurus is all about helping us get into stability and getting us into being satisfied and comfortable in our lives, like a satisfied home life, relationships, things that matter. You know, Taurus is very much a sign about comforts, home, family, physical comforts especially. So Gemini, you guys are very much air, right? Like you're the air sign. You're very much into like, just, fluttering from here to there and meeting people and mingling and, really great at like, chit chat and conversation and mentally stimulating things. So sometimes it can be hard to get focused or to find something you like enough to stick with it. However, your Monday, Tuesday energy is you have Knight of Pentacles. And Knight of Pentacles is very much a stick-to-it kind of card. It's very grounded. It's very focused. It's very one foot in front of the other, making progress. Steady, steady progress. Now, the thing about the Knight of Pentacles, and you may have heard other tarot readers say this, the Knight of Pentacles is known as the slowest moving knight in the pentacle. In the tarot, excuse me. Slowest moving knight in the tarot. So this is going to be like changes and things that are happening. They might not be overnight, but you're starting a journey that you're going to be able to stick with. And the most important thing is you're going to be successful. Okay, because the Knight of Pentacles, even though he doesn't move fast, he's detail-oriented, he's consistent, and the work that he does, the things that he creates, they are long-lasting. Okay, we're not talking about just, oh, I got lucky for a little bit and then everything fell apart. Nope. The Knight of Pentacles is pretty solid in that way. Like what he produces, what he creates, what he puts out, it's going to last, right? And that's the energy that you're coming into. Gemini, some of you are feeling really stressed about work and you're very afraid. And you're just kind of like, oh, I hope I don't get fired, or you just have stress about work and like you're wanting to perform because you're very focused on your goals and the things that you want to happen. I feel some of you might even be preparing for some kind of licensing or exams or testing or something like this. And Knight of Pentacles is saying, hey, relax, just one step at a time, breathe, breathe, pick one thing at a time, focus on it, be in the moment and you're going to be okay. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Think about each task at hand in that moment. Don't get too ahead of yourself till all of a sudden you're really overwhelmed. You can't do 10 things at once anyway, right? Nobody can. So one foot in front of the other and you're going to be good. That's the message here. Your next card is, what is this? Ooh, King of Pentacles. Look at that. You're going from Knight to King in 1 week. Good job. So King of Pentacles. I love the King of Pentacles. I love the energy of King of Pentacles. This is accomplishment. This is success, right? So if you're waiting on good news about something, or if you're putting in for something in the beginning of the week, you may hear back good news middle of the week, or you may receive a profit or a turnaround shortly thereafter in the middle of the week. The King of Pentacles is very established, stable energy. It's abundance. A lot of the times I see it come up in a way where something is being offered to you that you're very tempted to turn down or to say no, because it's so much bigger than you had anticipated or expected. Like, wow, I wasn't aiming that high, right? And so you might say, oh, well, they got it all wrong. Like, they must, you know, think of me more than I am, and that sounds great, but I'm really not ready for it. King of Pentacles is saying you are ready for it, my dear. You are more than ready for it. If you weren't ready for it, it wouldn't be here now. Also, some of you are going to find a way to get ahead on some dream, or like to kind of speed it up. Because remember, with that Knight of Pentacles, I said it's a very slow moving energy. But you're finding some way to be smart and taking the assets that you currently have and making them work in a way to where you're able to take the next steps. So, you know, you're figuring out how to make your money work for you. Some epiphany is coming in midweek for some of you, where you're figuring out how to make your money work for you, even if you don't have a whole lot of money. Okay. You guys see, those of you who follow me on social media, you see every single day I will post a different card. Every single week I use a different deck for you guys. I always have little decorations and things, you know, that I go and get for myself. That all started with a really crappy cell phone and one tarot deck that I could hardly afford to buy at the time. But that deck helped me get readings in. Those readings helped bring an income in. That helped me get more decks, more things to try to make things prettier, and other things. So you're figuring out something that you can do, some skill, some talent, some asset. You're figuring out how to make it bring in for you so that you can expand on that. So you can make something grow. You can make something come to life. Right? It's not always about, oh, I need more. It's finding out how to take what you have and making it work for you. So some epiphany is coming in for some of you in that way, midweek Gemini, where you're figuring out how to make what you have work for you. Oh my God. And now you have Queen of Cups. So, Queen of Cups is very abundant energy. Very, very abundant energy. Okay? So this is gonna let us know, Gemini, that you are really grounded and focused this week. Like you're really in your body. And the beginning of the week is going to be about being in the physical realm. Okay? Like what you need, you know, being focused, being very present, being in the here and now, being in the physical realm, experiencing the pleasures of the physical realm. And then as you come into the end of the week, you're coming into the heart space. You're coming into the emotions. You're coming into the feelings. You're coming into intuition, intuitive energy, you know, your own kind of intuition, psychic gifts, psychic abilities. And whatever is happening, I feel things are beginning to move very fast for you, Gemini. Some of you maybe have felt stuck or stagnant for a very long time, and now things are moving forward. Opportunity is here. Abundance is here. Things are moving forward. And you are opening up your heart and you're really ready to have just that full 10 of Cups. You're ready for all of it. But Queen of Cups is saying is you have to make time for yourself, right? Now you're going to be busy. You have opportunities, you have people coming in, you know, social life, relationships, work life, all these things. Queen of Cups asks that you make sure that you're taking time to take care of yourself. It might be a good idea, Gemini, to take some time off this weekend if you can, or take an hour or two away and do something nourishing for yourself, you know, even if it's just taking a nap or sleeping in and taking a rest day, or going and getting a massage or a pedicure, or you know, going and seeing a movie, or listening to music, or just, you know, doing something creative, just something that just makes you feel fulfilled and happy and rested and in your zen, something that also makes you feel taken care of. Okay, allow yourself to experience that. If some of you might actually have somebody stepping in and wanting to do something nice for you, and you might be like, oh, well, I don't want to bother them. You might be tempted to say, oh, no, you know, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about me. And Queen of Cups is coming up to say, no, allow it to happen. I don't know why, Gemini, but I feel some of you are going through something with this Queen of Cups. This isn't typically something I feel with Queen of Cups, but for some reason I'm feeling it here with you guys in your reading. I feel some of you are getting used to touch. like intimate touch. And when I say intimate, I don't just mean like in a sexual sense, but like touch as a way to convey affection for somebody, right? Like, you know, somebody like, you know, rubbing you on your back, or, you know, putting their hands on your shoulders, or holding your hand, or, you know, putting an arm around you. Like, I mean, intimate touch in that way. You know, some of you maybe have been uncomfortable with it, or you just haven't had it in a while, or maybe you've just been a really popular person and maybe you've had lots of amazing sexual encounters, but you haven't necessarily had like, you know, that kind of intimate touch. So I feel for some of you Geminis, this is coming in. Some of you are realizing that you have what we call healing hands. You're realizing that you have a healing touch. And so some of you might be feeling very guided to begin exploring things like energy healing, you know, Reiki, quantum touch, Qigong. There's all kinds of modalities, my dears. So, you know, things like this. Let's see what your spirit message is for the week. And I encourage you all to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos as well, because some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others. Some weeks are going to give you a little bit more information. So let's see what you have here. Oh, let's get that. Put over here you have transformation. Who else had transformation? I think Sagittarius had transformation. So you may have Sagittarius in your chart somewhere. You may be a Sagittarius with a Gemini in your chart watching this. But whatever the case, my darlings, I feel like what's happening for you all this week is there's going to be a lot of changes, right? Transformation is not something that happens overnight. This is probably why you had Knight of Pentacles come up. Is Spirit's trying to let you know is that these changes, it's going to be a process. Okay, it's not going to be overnight, but it's taking you to a good place. It's taking you to a really good place. It's taking you to a happy place. As I'm looking at this picture here, and I encourage you to look at it and see what's jumping out at you and how it's speaking to you, but really what's jumping out at to me is the sun kind of setting behind this tree person. And so this makes me feel like you're closing the door on an old chapter, but like with fondness, like with like a happy memory. Like, oh, that was great, but I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for something better. I also feel in looking, it's very interesting because when I saw Sagittarius, this is going to sound crazy, but when this card came up for Sagittarius, I looked at it and I saw Christmas because it looked like Christmas lights to me. But when I'm looking at it for you guys, it doesn't look like Christmas to me. It looks like, you know, fall, changing color of the leaves, you know, autumn. So I feel Spirit is saying that this transformation that you're starting this week is going to start this week and it's going to go in through next year. But when you get to next year, I feel like your life is going to be completely and totally different. Like, just like in a way, like, see how, you know, she has this flexibility, she has this curviness, she has this bend, she has this movement about her. Like, nothing's going to phase you. Like, whatever happens, you can move with it. She even has like this gentle little smile, like very at peace, very graceful. So I kind of feel like by this time next year, you're experiencing an abundance unlike any other abundance cycle you've experienced in your life. Like, it's going to be a high point for you, I feel, financially. Like more money than you've ever made or more money than you've ever had come in by this time next year. And that you're going to just be someone that you find that, wow, I'm really able to roll with whatever comes my way. Doesn't even faze me. Doesn't even faze me. So I feel like you're coming into that energy. And maybe you've seen people like that. Maybe there's somebody who's inspired you that you're looking at them and you're like, whoa, you know, this person, you know, I really wish I was like them. I wish I was resilient. I wish I had their positive attitude. I wish I was having, you know, luck manifesting things the way that they're manifesting things. Well, Gemini, I think a lot of you are actually going to be that person by this time next year. So that's definitely good news. And keep in mind that even though it might be a whole year, things get better, right? They get better and better as you're getting there. So you're definitely on this nice little happy, positive staircase, level by level going to like good accomplishments here. All right, my dears. So I would also really recommend that you watch your moon, sun, and rising sun. Like I said, it can be helpful. If you would like to schedule a private reading, please feel free to go ahead and click on the Calendly link in the description of the video and schedule there. I will be taking some time off to do the 2020 predictions the week of Thanksgiving. I'm going to do the 2020 calendar year month by month video for each zodiac sign. And there will be channeled messages as well. If you want to check out the channeled messages, the first one I did was the love readings for November. I'm going to start channeling on the channel. So you'll still get your weekly forecasts, but channeling is coming in as well, my dears. Just so that you know, I thank you so very much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Have a fabulous week.